Hey, Alias here. This is another script I use to spice up my missions. What you can do with it? Well, you can trail an unit with smokes, with flares, chase units with artillery fire without killing them, to provide artillery support, and of course to create a nice battle atmosphere. Now I'm going to show you how you can use it by giving a few examples. We go into the mission folder. Here we have in artillery file. We open it, we copy paste this line, and now I'm going to explain the parameters. First, we have as parameter the target for artillery, which can be as explained here, a random player in multiplayer scenarios, an area defined by a marker we have to place on the map, and an array of objects or markers we have to have on the map in order for this to work. Then we have smoke rounds. In case we want smokes, we insert here the desired number, otherwise can be 0, let's say it's 5. As a third parameter we have the flares. Again, if we want flares, we insert a number, otherwise can be 0, let's say it's 20. At the end we have explosive shells, where we can insert how many explosive rounds we want, let's say 50. Before testing, let me say that is easy to go over the top with this script. The mission can become messy and unrealistic, so choose wisely the values and test first. Also, there is a limit for particles, and if you go above that, the engine will not render them properly. You can alter the delay between rounds going in the mission folder, then in the all artillery subfolder, and here we have alias artillery file. We open it. Here we have the default values for radius. When we talk about area as target, by default the radius is 300, so basically you'll have an area with a diameter of 600 meters as target. Then we have the delay between smoke rounds, the delay between flare rounds, and the delay between explosions. Feel free to change these values, but be careful and test first. Now let's see how it works. We copy the line, go in Arma, place a marker which must be named area alias, start the mission, paste the line here, and run the script. You can see we have flares, explosions, smokes, basically the smokes, the explosions, flares will be spawned inside the area we defined. By the way, you can run the script from triggers, action menu, radio, or another script. For the next example, let's say we want to specify the targets to hit. We have to define the array of targets first. Here we list them between the brackets. Let's say we have 3 targets, T1, T2, and the marker which will mark a building or something, L1. Next, I don't want smokes, so it will be 0. Let's say I want 5 flares and 10 explosive rounds. We copy the line, we go in Arma. Here I have to place the targets. Let's say we have 1 Marshall and 1 Bobcat. We're going to name this one T1, T2, and the marker which needs to be called L1, and place it here on the building. Start the scenario, paste the line, and run it. the explosions, the flare. We have our targets hit. The artillery fire stopped. We still have flares to be spawned, but we don't have explosives anymore because we already had 10 explosions. Now let's make it day and try something else. Let's say I want to mark the target with smoke first, then hit it with the explosive rounds. For this, we're going to run the script twice, once for smoke and once for explosive shell. Here I only need the target, I'll keep T1 and delete the rest. We need 1 smoke, 0 flares, 0 explosives. I'm going to copy this line again and modify it for explosives. 0 smokes, 0 flares and 3 explosive rounds. We copy the lines, go back in Arma, paste the lines. First I'm going to keep only the line for smoke, run it, wait for smoke to deploy. Let's say we have our signal and now we're going to have artillery firing. Paste the second line, the one for the explosive, run it, and here you go. Okay, we have our 3 rounds of explosive shells. And basically we can use the script in any combination we want, with flares, no flares, explosives, so on and so forth. Here I have given several examples, if you want only the smokes, flares, explosives, or all together. The last example will be with the playable character. I'm going to copy this, paste it instead of the target. Let's say I want 30 rounds, 30 explosive shells and 10 smokes. Copy the line and go in Arma. So I have placed a squad of playable characters. I gave them a waypoint. I'm going to start playing as a civilian character. Okay, we have our guys running. I'm going to paste the line and run it using the camera to see what's going on. So we have the explosions chasing the players. The target will be randomly chosen from a live playable characters. The script is not meant to kill the players, but that can still happen, so be careful. And this was it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have comments, questions or suggestions, let me know. Thank you all for watching, happy editing and see you next time.